We take rest every day, 6 to 7 hours. That is what is advised. But being our leader, why is taking 12 hours rest?
See, he is working for 1,000 Chaturyugas. Correct, na? 1,000 Chaturyugas is. So, 1,000 Chaturyugas work continuously without any rest. Now imagine if you have to work for one full year. Can we? Can we work like that? See, one thing with the heavenly beings, their bodies are different. Brahma's body is not made up of Panchamahabhut. It's made of intelligence, So, with intelligence body, how will you take rest? That also we don't know. Basically, the living entities who have been struggling hard, Manasya Indriyani Prakritisthani Karshati. Now, they are given rest in the navel of Vishnu. Correct, no? They are resting. So, because they are resting, Brahma is also given rest. Otherwise, if many of us get very tired, no? The tiredness is because of sense gratification. In this world, you can see the struggle. So, at least Lord Vishnu thinks that real rest is in spiritual world. But these guys are not yet ready. They still have some desires. Okay, at least let them take some rest in my navel for some time. Again, release them. So he's giving them rest. Brahma, with his intelligence body, what kind of rest he takes, we can't even comprehend it. Correct, no? Because we have a Panchamahabhut body which has wear and tear. But his body is body of intelligence. Yeah. What was another question? Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
I am Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhuji. I have a question, Prabhuji. Does reading Prabhupada's books help someone to come into Krishna consciousness?
Definitely. Why not?
Of course, Maharaj. I know the answer for this.
Yeah.
But this question is the foundation for the concept I'm going to present actually. On weekdays and even on holidays, Prabhuji, even after this Katha program is over, many youngsters who are coming here, they just sit here. They have a lot of time, but they don't know how to utilize it. So for them, is it possible for us? Of course, it's possible to provide them a reading facility whereby they can read the Prabhupada's books and come into Krishna consciousness.
Correct. Here a library kind of thing.
Exactly.
Already there is a plan. Radheshyam Prabhu is planning a library in our temple. Big library is going to come. In that building is going to come. New building.
And I also assure you, Maharaj, this concept of providing libraries will fit in of Lakshmi points for ISKCON.
Correct. And we can also start libraries in different parts of the city also.
Yes,
One
Maharaj.
challenge nevertheless we face is nowadays everybody is into media. They have the e-books and everything. If you make a library, how many will come and read? We have to check it.
Yeah, but many people come here, so at least when they come here...
Here we can make sure.
That's what I'm trying to say, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Maharaj.
Thank you for your suggestion. Here? Yeah.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, that we are taking association of devotees and shastras. So up to some conclusion, we came to know that Lord is personal. But about the other jivas, so when they go with a certain different, like impersonalism, how easily they get influenced, because it requires a philosophy.
Correct.
Just like a sunlight comes.
Correct.
We cannot say that from the sunlight sun comes.
Correct.
So how they get
How the jivas
confused?
get attracted to impersonal philosophy? Because there is a tendency in the jivas to think that first of all they want to get rid of suffering. Jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jatreshayana. So they talk a lot about getting rid of suffering, no? Jnanis. That's why they are attracted, jivas. Even myself also, in my 7th, 8th standard, I would read some spiritual books. First thing I asked is, I want to get rid of all these bad qualities, like lust, anger, greed and all that. And also, I heard about cycle of birth. And then Jnanis are talking about getting rid of this cycle of birth and death. That is one thing very appealing to the jiva, isn't it? Because would you like to be like a bird in the cage or a bird who is flying in the free sky? Get out of the cage. So that's what is very impressive in their philosophy in the beginning. But later, slowly you understand what they are saying. They will say that once you get out of the cage, ultimately you are only God. That's where I used to find something wrong. There is something seriously wrong. So later on, when I heard the Vaishnava philosophy, I understood it. All philosophies talk about us suffering in this bodily machine. And we have to get out of this bodily machine once and for all and not take one more machine. It's like imagine a bird, a parrot came out of one cage and you put him in one more cage. And then third cage and fourth cage. It's like that we are coming out of one body, getting into second body, third body like that. But we want to get out of it once and for all. But after you get rid of it, what do you do? So all religions talk 5 things. Where am I now? Where do I want to go? What is the path I should follow? And in that path, what all troubles will come and what are the solutions to those troubles? And after reaching the destination, what is my experience I will get after reaching there? So the impersonal philosophy says, where am I now? Actually, I am Supreme Brahman. They have three things: Pratibhashika, Vyavaharika, Paramarthika and all that. Temporarily, they will say that you are in the material world now. Where you have to go? You have to merge in Brahman, they will say. And what path I should take? Reading of the Upanishads, Vedanta and all that you will do. And then you have to perform meditation. That's what they adapt like that. And then what will be the experience you get? You get peace. Shanti, 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 correct, no? Now you take Buddhism, you take Jainism, impersonalism, all these things talk about peace. Now what people are saying, where am I? I am in Krishna's Bahiranga Shakti, material energy. Where I should go? Krishna's Antaranga Shakti. What path I should take? ABCDA. Associate with devotees, read Bhagavad Gita, chant, take prasadam only diet, and then engage in seva. These are things you should do. This is the path. And what troubles will come in my way? There are many troubles which come, even for practicing devotees. There can be philosophical doubts. There can be Maya alluring in varieties of forms due to lust, anger, greed and all that. So, Papa Karma's allurements are always there. So, Bhaktas also face, but then they grow to 9 stages. Shraddha, Sav, Sangha, Bhajana, Kriya. Okay, after going there, what do I get in the spiritual world? That's a life with no old age, is death. But you go beyond the 0, 0 to the positive axis, where you meet the Lord, you get Vaikuntha Darshan, I told at the end. So you see the beautiful Lord, then you have a personal relationship with the Lord. And in 5 rasas, Shantaras, Dasaras, Sakyaras, Vatsalaras, Madhuryaras. I didn't get time to talk today. I was planning to a little bit talk about that. Once you enter into relationship, just like we are all enjoying material relationships in this world now, which is causing some bitterness, pain and all that. Whereas in the spiritual relationship, there is no bitterness. It's an everlasting, sweet relationship. As a friend of the Lord, a lover of the Lord, or parent of the Lord, like that. So that is the experience you will get, and for on and on it will go for eternity. Correct, no? So now you have a choice. Do you want peace or you want love? You have the choice. Yeah. Peace means, husband and wife have a quarrel. Quarrel is negative axis. Peace means you live in that room, I live in this room. That is peace. But they cooperatively stay together, loving each other. That is love. So when I told this in America, many people appreciated this. Like, negative axis, 0, 0, positive axis. Like you have viral fever, negative axis. You 3 days afterwards, antibiotics you took, you got to convalescent stage, where you are still in the bed on 4th day because of weakness. That is impersonalist staying in Brahmajyoti, convalescent stage. And positive axis is your health is fully resumed. Now you are eating a big plate of prasad and going and playing football. Your full strength has come now. That is bhaktas. That means bhaktas are active, karmis are active. Karmis are active in negative axis. Bhaktas are active in positive axis. And jnanis are sitting in Brahman. So you have to decide which one you want. Yeah. If you want love, then you go to Vaikuntha. Positive axis. And those who want peace, some people want peace, they don't want to even have a relationship with Lord also. They are saying any relationship will cause problem, I will not go anywhere. Chhod do, I want to relax in Brahman. Some people are like that. So they go to the path. Mike. Yeah. Mike is on.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Since we are having Shivratri this weekend, maybe if you can speak a couple of words.
You can keep it like this and loudly speak.
Since we are having Shivratri this weekend, maybe if you can speak a couple of words on it.
What is that?
On Shivratri.
Today is Shivratri, can you speak a couple of words on Shiva?
Oh, when? Today is Shivratri, yeah? Oh, not yesterday?
National calendar is today.
Oh, right. See, Shiva is the most misunderstood personality by the common people. Because Shiva has 2 roles. One is a demigod role, one is a Vaishnava role. So if you go to Shiva and say that, Shiva, I don't have any material desires. I simply want the best gift from you. Then Shiva will connect you to Krishna. Like for example, there is one Narsi Mehta in Gujarat. So once his Babi told him, you are simply eating and sleeping at home in the name of devotion to Shiva. So he became very angry with her. He left the home and went to forest. He went to a temple where Mandapam was there. He sat in the Mandap. 10 days he was meditating on Shiva. And 10th day Shiva appeared and said, oh my dear child, what do you want? Then he said, I am frustrated with this worldly life. I have come here. but give me whatever is best for me. Like that he said. Then Shiva took him, and behind the bush, he showed darshan of Krishna's rasa dance. That's the first time he got darshan of Krishna's rasa dance. And he fell in love with Krishna after that. And then, since that day, Narsimha Mehta wrote hundreds and thousands of Gujarati poems in glorification of Krishna. You will see that. Narsimha Mehta is like that. So, many devotees of Shiva eventually will come to Krishna, guided by Shiva. For example, Prachetas. They were also pure devotees like that. Now, there are others like Bhasmasura, Ravana, or Banasura. They never became devotees of Supreme Lord. They became followers of Shiva, but they wanted something from Shiva. They didn't love Shiva's devotion to God. They wanted some material benedictions from Shiva. So they took them and they got destroyed. So don't approach Shiva as a demigod, approach Shiva as a Vaishnava. Vaishnavanam. That is what Shiva. And Shiva is very much glorified in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And devotees only can appreciate Shiva to the best extent. Like Markandeya Rishi is sitting in the 12th canto, you will read. When Shiva and Parvati are coming, the Akash Marg, and Parvati is Shiva that, ask Markandeya what he wants. He is such a great sage, fulfill his desire. So Shiva comes down and asks him. He says that, I don't want anything, Shiva, from you except your association, he says. You are a Parama Vaishnava. Teach me more about the Lord. I don't want anything, he says. So Vaishnavas are very intelligent. Even if Shiva comes and says, I will give you anything in the material world, ask me. They will say, nothing. I only want to become a pure devotee. All right? All questions answered now? There is one question there. Here, yeah. Put on.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, when we in college sometimes talks to atheists and all, they say that prove God exists, and we say that there is Shastra Praman.
No, Shastra should not be brought. If they are atheistic people, keep Shastras away. Never talk Shastra to them. You should take a thorn with a thorn. So there are a dozen ways you can prove to them God exists. Only physically. Teleological approach, henological approach, ontological approach, cosmological approach. Like that, there are a dozen approaches. You should take only them. Because if you bring Shastra, they will criticize you. And they'll criticize God also. So you use these techniques, like what I am using in Discover Yourself is teleological approach, which is intelligent design. How will they answer that? How will they dispute that? Ask them. One word they cannot speak against it. In those days when intelligent design came, some atheistic scientists tried to dismiss it, saying that behind this intelligent design there may be some material phenomenon. But now, like I have a link of one Dr. Moore, he says that the phenomenon is so complex, like one cell is more complex than the entire New York City, with all its, the finest details of telephone system, transport system, and communication system, everything, that it cannot be arising from any ordinary material phenomenon. So, scientists themselves are opposing the chance approach. Intelligent design is a solidly established approach all across the globe. So, teleological approach, one approach itself is good enough if you present the device, where we talk about God's existence. We are giving, A, B, C, D, E in that. A means, what is that first one? No. Artist. Behind the artistry, there is an artist. And behind what is the B? Beautiful organization. And C for behind the creation. Behind every creation, there is a creator. Behind every design, there is a designer. Behind every energy, there is energetic. And D is design and design. So those we are presenting, like you take a paper rose. Even that requires a canvas and rose color, and also some intelligent fellow brain is required for how to make the rose. Anybody cannot make the rose. And you need some green color paper, some rose color paper to make a paper rose, and still it will not give any fragrance. Real rose, it has such tenderness, such a beauty, such a fragrance, such charm, and it has also very complex biological details. If you say paper rose didn't come by chance, how can the real rose come by chance? Ask them. So they will be knocked down completely flat on the ground, because God did not create one small thing. He has created millions of things. So to smash them. Actually, you should approach atheists with their kind of arguments one day. We have to give scientific arguments only to them. Okay, what was that? Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have one question. Prabhuji, we say that like where Krishna is there, there is no Maya. and
Krishna?
wherever there is Krishna, there is no Maya.
There is no Maya, correct, yeah.
And
Like where there is tube light on, there is no darkness.
yes,
Correct, yeah.
And we also say that like we fall from this spiritual world. Like
Yeah.
how is it possible? Like we were in association
See,
of
the
Krishna.
fall from spiritual world is a very, very deep phenomenon. It is not, see, literally speaking, you can say here is spiritual world, here is material world. You came from here to here. Whereas we are talking in level, in the spiritual world, it is beyond space and time. Like for example, when Krishna goes to forest, when you want to come back home quickly, the dham contracts. So that from here, you can jump immediately, Yashoda is waiting for it. One day Krishna wants to play for longer time, then the spiritual world expands like this. So Krishna will slowly play with the going long time he can enjoy with the friends like that. That means the space can be expanded or contracted. Similarly, time also. When Krishna was dancing in Rasa dance, he made that one night into one Brahma's day. He can expand the time. So when you understand this time dilation theory of Einstein, you know Einstein? Einstein's theory, he says, on earth, if it is 6 months, in the heavenly planets, it is 1 day. On earth, it is 6 months, it is 1 night. So your forefathers in heaven, for them 1 day is equal to 1 year for you here. Whereas we go about Brahmaloka, 1 moment is equal to 1 year on earth. And then if you go beyond Brahmaloka, time practically stops. You know. So in the spiritual world, for example, the Jivas are all existing. 1 moment hallucination they have, that is equal to millions of lifetimes on earth. You understand? It's like a cloud. You see a moon, Krishna is like the moon. And a cloud is passing like this. 1 moment, if they didn't see Krishna's face, that is equal to millions of births on earth. So, we are thinking in terms of geographic space, correct now? Whenever you talk about the subject, geographic space and the changing time. But these two are absent there. So, how will you explain the jivas fall into this world? It's a little difficult to explain. It's like saying, this mic, if I use it for Krishna's service, it is spiritual. If I sing some cinema song, it is material. So, it depends on the consciousness with which the items are used. Correct, no? So, in the same manner, the spirit soul, the moment he thinks of doing something independent of Krishna, that is material world. The moment he wants to engage in Krishna, it is spiritual world. If you see from consciousness platform point of view. Otherwise, geographically, you think, certainly it's mind-boggling for us. It's all right? Yeah. You will understand it more after you complete 1 or 2 years of Utkarsh camp and all, you finish. Then I'll give you an article by Ravindra Swarup Prabhu that will explain it even more nicely. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, which one? Which one? It's there in Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam it is there. Yes?
What is the difference between Prabhuji and Maharaj?
Yeah. Actually, Prabhus are brahmacharis or grihasthas. We call them as Prabhujis. And Maharajas are sannyasis. Sannyasi means they will wear a dhoti like this they will wear, and they will have a danda also. 3 danda. The danda is 3 sticks. Body, mind, words they have given to Lord. They generally is 50 plus, 60 plus. They will be awarded sannyas. But sannyas is prohibited in Kali Yuga, but some people take it for preaching purpose. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said for preaching sake you can take sannyas like that. So then they get more opportunity to travel across the globe and preach like that. But some people will remain brahmachari for whole life also. That is also alright. Like Jananivas Prabhu, Pangajang Prabhu, they are 67, 68. He didn't take sannyas, he just remained brahmachari. That is also alright. But when you see brahmachari, call them Prabhuji. When you see Maharaj, call them sannyas. They both are in renounced order. He may remarry. I mean, brahmachari can go for marriage. Like brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyas. But once you take sannyas, you cannot marry. You cannot come back. That kind of, then after that one is sannyasi like that. Is it clear? Yeah. Yeah. Your mic is on?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad. I have a small request to you. Okay. Your speaking, your lectures are very inspiring and very diverting our minds to switch.
I am just repeating Prabhupada, yeah, okay? My lectures are enjoyed only by English people. You want it to be in Telugu? Mic is not working actually. Mic. Better get another mic. You can tell in this one.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. It may be hurting you, but it is useful to many people. Whenever you are coming, this crowd people is coming, only educated, engineering people are well educated. But middle educated people, how to enjoy your lectures? So kindly provide all previous lectures in Telugu on YouTube site. And whenever you are giving lecture here, not only whenever you, Maharajas and great people here, their lecture also transform in Telugu. Then our purpose of preaching and devotion will be spread over world easily.
We are also trying to get FM made here very soon. Who is in charge of the sound system here? Vamshi Krishna Prabhu. Vamshi Krishna Prabhu. Very soon you can arrange so in 2 more languages, Hindi and Telugu. Parallel it can go on. Actually you can sit in the front but put FM and here in Telugu it will come. And I will also try to learn Telugu in few years. Speak in Telugu.
Whenever you give the preaching lectures, you are very speed. We cannot catch that. No. I am telling frankly and shamelessly, because I want to get your rasa. We have to understand the same speed. So
we need that fast speed for college students. Because if you see the kind of videos they see, they change very fast, correct? If you speak slowly, they'll go to sleep. Speak fast, yeah.
I am asking, reduce some speed. No, not slowly, some speed. You are going 80 beyond the authorized limits. Because, it is a Telugu state. Many people are there here, Telugu. When we are giving this knowledge in Telugu, our purpose, target will be reached easily. Mainly mothers are the main teachers. If they are not able to understanding this English lecture and Hindi lecture, they are getting in the home only.
We also have many other good preachers. See, Madhav Gopinath is here. You know Madhav Gopinath in Pocharam he does. So we have Narsimha Stuti Prabhu. He's very nice Telugu lecture.
Yes. But why this crowd is coming your lecture only?
But you will arrange in Telugu for him.
Because sir, you may be angry with me, but I am asking this thing.
Yeah. He is saying once in a month you will do parallel translation also, line by line.
And also I request your previous lectures also should be translated by some other devotees and put in the YouTube. Only English people are enjoying your lectures. Okay. We are unlucky to see.
Okay, I'll keep in mind. Yeah.
Today, one day I see here completely here. My mind is changing a lot. Many examples are given. Good examples given.
Oh, Tita's father. Okay.
Many good examples are giving.
Okay. I try to speak a little slowly and then we will arrange translation. Through FM we will arrange. Yeah. Thank you.
One thing, the sound systems also not that much good. These are old systems.
Is it?
We arrange.
Hey, sound was not good in the lecture. Sound is good.
Is it frankly tell how many people are clearly hearing.
Sound is good. Is it little echoing or something?
It's not that much clear. Old systems. We have
to make it more sharp.
There will be wear and tear will be there. You check it when it is purchased.
Okay.
General electronics items will be
3 years before they purchase.
Because 1-2 years after 1-2 years it will be.
Okay, I'll keep in mind. Yeah. Thank you. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai.